Welcome back, guys. Typical Monday podcast number 8. I'm Lane.
I'm Ben.
And Ben, January 1st is right around the corner, which
It really
you know what that
is.
means. New Year's.
Time to
New Year's. Time to flood the gyms and empty your wallets, only to give up 6.5 weeks later and wallow in your own self-pity.
Sounds like a story of my life.
Happy New Year, Ben.
Happy New Year, Lane.
So on this New Year's episode of Typical Monday Podcast, we're going to go over, our podcast goals as well as our
Sure.
personal goals. And hey, if you have a personal goal that you're really wanting to achieve or reach, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Maybe you can get some added support in there. Hey,
Please
you
do.
never know. Like,
Please
comment,
do.
subscribe, like always.
Nothing would make our day more.
It sure wouldn't, Ben. So let's get right into it.
Shall.
Personal New Year's resolutions.
How do you, before we get into this, how do you feel about New Year's resolutions?
I feel like it's honestly kind of tacky.
bit.
And then if you really want to get something done, you should implement it as soon as you want to get said thing
Just
done.
do it, yeah.
Not wait the whole year or act like this date's going to magically change something and give you the kick in the pants you've been trying to get your entire life. It's not going to happen. But you know what? Maybe it will this year.
Yeah. I feel kind of similarly. Like, I feel like as a whole, I think they're good. I think they're okay as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
sure.
I really hate the guy on my social media feed. And I'm thinking of one man in particular. And all the time,
What is this man's name?
I can't do that to him.
Gotcha. You're all right.
His family would find me and kill me.
Oh,
Not really. It's not worth it.
I got
Everybody has that guy, though. We'll call him Jay. Why not?
Jay?
Everybody has a Jay in their life.
We know Jay.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
Who's Jay?
He's Jay, man. That's his name.
The J
I don't know
man?
his last name.
Anyways, I digress.
J man. Remember that freaking movie?
That was a big part of our childhood.
Oh
is
my
the
God.
J-Man. Wasn't it actually the G-Man?
That
We
was
called
the
him
movie
J-Man?
called Envy. I think it was the G-Man, J-Man. One of the two.
Yeah.
But he shoots an arrow in someone's backside.
Well, cowbell.
Oh, cowbell.
That was a pretty good Christopher Walken, man.
I think it was Envy. Thank you. Envy, I believe. Good movie, funny. I think Jack Black was in it, and they make a spray called like Poopy Gone or something like that. And, like in the end, they're like, where does it go? Or something like that. Well, it goes in my pool. That's where it goes.
Oh, nice segue to the more bear poop.
Yeah, more bear poop in my pool. In case you guys wanted a bear update, it's still alive apparently.
Still ongoing. Yeah. Anyways, we all have that one person in our life, at least I feel like, on social media who's like always like wants to air their business on social media. Like, today is the first day of the rest of my life.
gosh.
And I'll wake up at 5 a.m. every morning and this is day one.
Yeah.
And then nothing changes.
Hey, those that complain just want like handouts all the time. No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a lot of those on my feed because as soon as I see one of those posts, if they make 2 of those posts within the year, they're gone.
Or like those needy posts like feeling sad or
Gosh.
nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the worst day ever. Period.
Yeah. Don't give me that.
95 comments. Oh, you're no, just like if you only get 1 post a year, if you do more than 2 a year, you're just gone.
Yeah. Your
So my friends
Dunzo-
list on Facebook is kind of it's dwindling.
Dunzo list.
Yep.
Anyways, New Year's resolutions, Lane. Do you want to kick us off?
Let's do it. Well, one of my personal goals is to get down to 250 pounds. I think that's a pretty
Wow.
common New Year's resolution.
You have to lose 150 to get there, though.
False.
That's a podcast joke
I
because
have to
nobody
use
knows.
50. Yeah. That's actually a
kid.
segue into another one.
I kid.
To the podcast kind of New Year's resolution as well. We really want to get video up by the
Yeah.
end of next year. Start consistently doing video. So, give you guys
With
some eye candy.
Faces like these, it'd be a crime not to share
Crime
them
not
with the
to.
world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, one of mine is very, very similar. Mine is to continue the health journey that I'm on. And
What journey is that?
I've gone plant-based in towards the tail end of this year, and I'm a big meat eater, big red meat fan, so it's kind of a big deal for me as it's working out as well as it is. And I like to just ride that train into the sunset. And
as long as it goes.
my goal also is my first goal is to get to 250.
Really?
We have different builds. Like you're taller, and I'm shorter and like wider and
Stocky, yeah.
And so I don't really like that word. I don't really identify as stocky.
Really? I don't think
I'm
it's.
just being.
I don't think it's a bad word.
No, I'm just picking.
Short and stocky.
And short. I'm not that short. You're just tall.
Okay, well, all right, yeah. Okay, fine.
I'm
not.
close. You tell me
You're like what, 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, whatever. But yeah, 250, and that'd be a first goal for me. And like to put on a little bit of little muscle, and because I have naturally strong legs, my upper body's not so strong.
Gotcha.
But I just like to be healthy.
Yeah.
But it's just healthy.
It's a good goal.
Yeah. I have like some blood pressure issues runs in my family, which is also kind of why I cut the meat out and, don't want heart, failure or anything like that.
Gotcha. You should look up the Wim Hof method. I think that's actually proven to help with blood pressure.
Yeah. We've talked about that before. Yeah. You've coached me through
a session before. Yeah. That was a little while back.
Yeah. Definitely cool. Open to it. We should talk about that more in the future.
Yeah, we should actually do it in the future.
Yeah, we should. when we get that video going.
I've got a pool. It's freezing cold out there right now. It's perfect.
Freezing cold and full of bear poo.
Yep, sure is. Next week's podcast title. Oh man. I guess another one of my personal goals is to have 2 rental properties. I currently have zilch. I've got none, so it's a pretty steep goal.
That's a good place to start from. Though.
Yeah, from nothing to 2. But I mean, 2 houses is a big thing. So I really want to have that done by the end of 2020. Emphasize the end. I'm talking like December, like mid-December.
Hey man, a win is a win.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, I'll take what I can get.
Yep. Yeah, that's cool. And mine is like similar like yours, like work related ish. Mine is to kind of really find a healthy like work/family balance.
That's a really good one.
And try and we're new dads. We're still figuring things out, and so I'd like to get a little bit more balanced and you never spend too much time with your wife and kids, and so trying to balance that out a little bit.
What's so funny?
I just remembered something.
Oh man, so yeah, I mean, that's actually a really good one. I didn't think about that, but that is for sure a strong one. Finding a healthy balance between you time, family time. Yeah, definitely.
Learning
how to cope.
Yeah, let me get on a soapbox for a minute.
Go for it. You really like that soapbox.
What can I say? Life is so busy. And we all have people that we like. I'm thinking about one person in the dance of life.
Dance of life. While you're juggling,
will you be my dance partner?
I'll dance. I'll dance beside you. Not,
okay.
Not with you.
And it's like there's one person in particular. Like I'm thinking of like they're a friend. Like I really enjoy spending time with them. But like life is so busy that you just don't have time for all the like friends that you might
right.
So you have to like prioritize and I prioritize you, Lane.
So you'd rather spend time with me versus
you're just my only option.
I'm kidding.
Gotcha. But sometimes you have to like just as adults you have to tell me like, listen, like I love you, you're a good friend, but like right now I just don't have
there's nothing in it for me.
The time to permit to like actively building. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's just hard to balance everything.
Do what I do. Tell people your schedule is just full. It's just not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Oh darn! This is coming up. that
thing. Yeah, the thing. The thing that time. This Saturday. Totally forgot. Anyways, moving on. Man.
I guess another personal goal. I only have 3. I'm not very complicated. And again, I just implement these things. I try and do it on a daily basis since New Year's is coming up.
Just a good reminder. It's a good,
yeah. So I would say kind of meditate more, preferably daily. I think a strong mind equals a more enjoyable life. It's kind of like the small things type of things. Learn to appreciate the small things.
Yeah, that's good. Totally.
That's it.
Yeah, my last one is honestly probably similar to my second one, but working on being a good dad, good husband.
There you go.
Like actively.
Mine sounds so selfish all of a sudden.
Well, we covered that in episode 6.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, shut up.
But yeah, just working on constantly improving on those fronts.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a given. So it's like what Ben's saying is like already implied.
You're already.
Of course, I'm going to be a good dad. So, but yeah, but I mean, she's only 2 months. Like, how good of a dad can you really be? When they're only 2 months old, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard for the dad to do a lot.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, so in 9 months from now, yeah, that'll definitely be a different story. I would like to regain my hairline. That's going to be 2021.
You know what I mean? I've been a little worried. I've seen a little stuff at the front.
Starting to thin out there, huh?
And I think I'm going to be, because I was looking at pictures from a couple of years ago. I think I'm going to be okay. I think it's just because my hair was like really like a number 2 or 3 on top for so long that I just wasn't used to seeing it like grown out long. But I've been a little worried lately, but I think I'm going to be okay.
I got you. Nice.
If you were just, if
you have some of mine.
if you start balding, what would you do? Like,
I would honestly fight that battle until I couldn't anymore.
Really?
Probably, yeah.
Really?
I'm not gonna let it get to like legit horseshoe level. But I will fight that
keep
battle
it going as long as
I possibly could. Yeah.
Really, see, if I feel like me, I'm like the first sign of trouble.
Right here.
I would just I'd just shave that sucker down, grow the beard out a little longer.
When you're brushing your hair and some hair comes out on the brush.
Just time to take it down.
Nice. Well, hey.
I am the master of my own ship.
I got you. So am I. I'm just gonna be fighting the waves as they come. The crew's like already left. Like we're jumping off the lifeboats.
Just you.
Like just
go down with the ship.
No, I'm gonna steer that ship to the port
to dry land.
Sure. Crash into an island. What's gonna happen?
Boy, we're a little tired.
Oh,
it's a little late, man. It is
late,
approaching 12 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And
sure is.
a.m.
Mm-hmm. Now what? This should post right before New Year's.
Yeah, this is our New Year's episode. Yeah.
So I guess business related, podcast related. Yeah, podcast related. We really do need to start getting video up. So by the end of 2020, I think that's an achievable goal.
I think so too. Get some videos.
Yeah.
And rolling
also,
and
subscribers.
Some subscribers, yes.
Subscribers. We need 200 subscribers
That's our goal.
before the end of the year. Totally doable. Okay. So what we need you guys to do is
tell a friend.
Tell one friend. If you have more than friends, tell 4 friends about Typical Monday Podcast. And it'll offer a little bit of enjoyment for everyone's life. Help us achieve our goal.
Don't be selfish.
You can comment below, and hey, we'll keep up on you. We'll try and help you achieve your goal too.
Yeah, don't be selfish. Don't keep us all to yourself.
No.
There's plenty of Lane and Ben to go around.
Yes, there is.
Right. Currently, we're sitting at 26 subscribers.
Yep.
And as we were talking, that's what would we say? An eighth? Yeah, it's an eighth of the way there.
Yeah.
So
pretty much eighth of the way there. We just started a whole year more of videos.
Yeah, man.
Totally doable. Tell a friend. Tell many. And we will definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, so 200 subscribers. That is our goal for 2020.
Sure is. And I think we can surpass it. But
2020,
I would like you guys to prove me
vision.
Right. The year of vision.
You're a little more optimistic when it comes to this, and we kind of covered it in our 16 personalities thing, where
failure is not an option.
Yeah, you're a little more optimistic about, because our original goal was a little higher than 200, and we kind of had to equalize it a little bit.
For you, yeah. You're like
you're shooting higher. I'm like,
it will never happen.
Yeah.
But I will make it happen. I will create 196
children,
94 accounts.
Children. Oh,
God no. I think it's one and done. Actually, I'll create 194 accounts. 184 accounts.
184 accounts. Sounds right to me.
And personally subscribe to Typical Monday Podcast.
174.
Sure.
Actually,
it is late.
It is late.
174 podcasts. We can do it. 174 accounts. What am I saying?
174
podcasts. Episodes.
Our goal for 2020 is to put out 174 podcasts.
That's a lot. It's a little more than what we've signed up for. So on a different note, Christmas just passed. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. I know we did.
I know I did, Lane.
So I got a gift, kind of sort of for you, kind of sort of for the podcast. I know we're going to be doing video soon, maybe in the next 6-7 months. Maybe it takes all the way up until December 2020. Hopefully
we got
not.
time.
We'll
we
see.
have 12 months.
So I got Ben a gift. I know in one of the podcasts you mentioned. Yeah, well, it turned out not to be a great gift. So.
Well, even better. We can get content out of it. The best gift of all is content.
Content. You have free, easy, cheap content.
A fraction of the cost.
So, Ben was talking about Will Ferrell and how it would make his life. I think he said the best moment in your life.
Yeah, it'd make my life,
actually. If we could actually have him on the podcast. And I am a huge Will Ferrell fan as well.
Yes.
I thought it is only... natural to get Ben a canvas painting of the Anchorman, which is obviously Will Ferrell. And the first one I love. Second one, could have been better, but at least they tried. You know,
still enjoyable. Not
so
as good, but
I got this. So needless to say, picture was huge.
Are you serious?
It was a decent size canvas painting, maybe like 3.5 foot by, I don't know, like 2.5, 3 foot. Good size. And I was going to have it on your side here, whenever we do video. That's what I was thinking. And this little tube comes in the mail. This little tube comes in the mail. So obviously, I didn't know what the heck this thing was at first. I'm like, Ping got something. My wife.
So for those, what Lane just pulled out is
you ever seen Elf?
About as tall as a water
mailing
bottle.
Tubes.
Yeah, it's
the size of a water bottle.
About as tall as a water bottle. And how big were you expecting this thing to be?
It's supposed to be a big canvas. Obviously, I mean like 3.5 foot tall by 3 foot wide, something like that.
Right.
Good size canvas. And get this kind of like mailing tube cardboard, something you would store like architectural blueprints in, but like a quarter of the size.
For like a doghouse.
I mean, like this is like a box of Pringles. A tube of Pringles is bigger than this.
It's about the size.
Be the same exact size.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty.
I get this in the mail, and I'm like, well, what on earth is this thing? And I open up here. Let me open up this tab. What the crap this thing is? Okay. And I pull this thing out.
First off,
it is literally smaller than a standard size paper, letter paper.
I will say though, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, okay, sure, but it's not a canvas painting.
Correct. This is
nowhere near the size, the scale.
This is
smaller than like a laptop closed.
This is smaller than a piece of office paper.
This is smaller than a piece of regular letter paper, and it isn't even sticky on the back. It's just like I could have probably printed this out.
Yes,
with similar quality.
Yeah. It is a really cool picture of Ron Burgundy, though. Like very stylized.
$25. Actually, I think it was $26.
Oh my god.
$26. So as soon as I saw this, I crapped a brick, and then I immediately started an Amazon refund, which the guy said, yes, it's been happening a lot. So he said, just keep it.
Are you serious?
I have to send it back. He said it would cost more to ship than it would for me just to keep the dang thing. So now we actually have this, and this is going to go up somewhere.
I think we should frame it. I think we should frame it.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually put this back in the tube.
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just
certainly not what you expected.
Supposed to get.
But I think that'll look great on our set. A little Ron Burgundy too.
Ron Burgundy. A little Ron Burgundy in my life. All the rest of the words of that song.
Speaking of, I don't know what it reminded me of it. I was listening to Conan O'Brien's podcast recently, actually just on the way here, and it was Paul Rudd. I like Paul Rudd. Yeah. And I guess Anchorman, and it's just thoroughly enjoying it.
Anchorman, yeah.
And it's good. Steve Carell also in what a killer.
Oh yeah, he was in there too.
What's his name? Is the weirdo? Like super. They're all weird, but the super weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good stuff, man.
Hilarious. What was the name of the perfume? It's like Dragon Eye and Tiger something.
Sex Panther.
Sex Panther. Yeah, that is absolutely it. What was this saying? Like it was like 60% of the time
works 100% of the time.
Yeah,
something like that.
It's like what the crap. Oh my god!
Good writers on that.
Pitchfork fighting with a guy punches a hole through a guy.
Yeah, the second one has a good fight scene too. Not as good as the first one.
It does, yeah. Like they went overboard.
Yeah,
it's really hard to beat that first one.
The first one was so good.
Another weird movie that reminds me of that fight scene. Have you ever seen Kung Pao?
Oh my! I was just talking to my brother Sam about this.
Kung Pao. I actually just brought that up to my little brother, like
serious?
literally less than a month ago.
That's weird, man. Because this was a movie that. Similar to the J-Man, whatever movie you said, you thought it was called Envy?
Envy, I believe it's called
I'll do a dive on that right now.
Should be some money in the cover. But Kung Pao, I first watched this movie with James Skidmore at his house.
I remember James.
Yeah. Pretty cool dude. I haven't seen him in a while. I hope you're doing okay, James. Shout out to James Skidmore. Yep, there you go. And Ben Stiller's in that. Did not know that. I definitely knew Jack Black was in it.
A young Jack Black.
So it is called Envy. Awesome. I was right. Pretty funny movie. I remember it being hilarious. It maybe doesn't hold up, but what is this? Ben Stiller pointing at the team, and he's like a bum. What?
It is the J-Man.
How did I get here? I'm the J-Man. He's like the drunken bar guy who like gives advice throughout the whole movie, and then later I think tries to rob them with like a bow and arrow. No, I think someone gets
shot in the leg, right?
I think it might have been him. He's like, "Ow! You shot me with an arrow!" Oh my god. But I guess so. Back to Kung Pao. Just one of those movies that's totally out there. It's absolutely left field.
So bad that it's good. It's one of those.
I think a lot of the footage was actually from a movie
from stock.
That, like the directors or producers bought and they just kind of like pasted over. At the point where they're like beating him with sticks, and it's clearly a dummy.
Yeah, Kung Pao is
clearly a dummy.
If you've never seen it, it is like a satire on like 70s kung fu movies.
Iron claws, like crap, man. And like I remember us saying that line.
That was
like
a big part of
so hard, like in tears.
Yeah, big part of our childhood.
The chosen one he had like a face on his tongue, which sorry, he had eyes and a mouth on his tongue, which also had a tongue, which made it even weirder.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, Steve Odekirk.
I have no idea.
Yeah, a cast that I don't recognize.
If you haven't seen it, it's worth. I believe it's worthwhile to see it just
if
to
you
get
can
the
find it for
references,
free.
maybe.
Put it on while you're working or something. Kung Pao Enter the Fist. There's at one point he has a fight with a cow.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And he has nunchucks made of two beavers linked together. It's just, it is
it's getting worse and worse than I think about it. But I remember it being hilarious. We were also in the fourth or fifth grade.
We were pretty young.
That very slapsticky humor is very funny. Yeah, don't hold us to it or judge us for liking it, I guess.
Oh, man. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Good stuff.
So I cannot believe it. 2019 was gone.
Come to an end.
I think this was the fastest year so far for me.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Because we had our kid at the beginning January of 2019, and boy, it just flies by.
Jeez, man, like a Tesla. It just shoots off there, 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, my uncle, it was his birthday yesterday. Nice. 77th birthday, if not mistaken.
Did you buy him the Tesla truck for his birthday?
Sure did not, but I got to see his Model 3.
Happy birthday to Lane.
To Lane. But yeah, we all got together, saw Meadowbrook Live. So it's like there's this.
It's like a big Christmas program in our town.
Our town is actually a giant church.
Yeah, big church.
Really, really big church.
Big. We both we spent we kind of grew up going there, and when we were kids, we spent a lot of time.
I actually
there.
went to that school for
I
many
forgot
years.
about that academy.
Yeah. Bunch of great things to say.
Oh boy, I'm not going to touch that one.
That's for another day. But hey, man, 2019 is gone.
Yeah. How was Motorbrook Live?
It was actually really good. I mean, I haven't been in years. Ping it that's the first time that she's been too, and she loved it.
Yeah.
So we got to sit like pretty close to the front row, like 5 or 6 back from the front, which is really good because there's a lot of seats there, man.
If Cody played this year?
He did.
He did?
I saw him.
Nice.
Yeah, he didn't look very happy. Did not look very happy. Like, I don't know if it was a volunteer thing, but I saw him like he was not having fun.
Cody's killing it, man.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah, maybe
Cody,
that's why he wasn't having fun. But
I tell you
Cody
what, man,
Kislak, right?
What's it?
Cody Kislak.
Quistad, I believe.
Quistad, close.
But yeah, he was our like lead man in our youth band, youth group band, and now he is in Wage War.
He wasn't mine.
Yeah, it was, man, for sure. Cody, yeah, man.
I remember seeing him like very rarely.
Now he was the lead guitar player and lead singer in the youth band.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and he was honestly a big influence on me playing guitar because like I was like
cool.
like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
And he was like this shredder back when it was cool, with like a white t-shirt with like a dress vest and skinny jeans and so he's killing it now, man. Wage War is like on top of the world. So shout out to Cody and Wage War.
I saw him play long time ago. Back when we had the Seth Jackson thing here that happened.
Yeah,
that crazy, unfortunate story.
The benefit for
my cousins in a band, they also play, but that's the first time that I heard them play. Was he in that band then, or
they were under a different? I think they were called like Empires, and they had to change the name.
Okay,
so,
and they were doing good then too.
Yeah, and he's been doing it for like 10 plus years. I think working
Rage
in the same
of War
band.
or Age of War.
Wage War.
Wage War.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And Justin too. Like I remember being like young, and your cousin, he had like long hair, was playing guitar.
Oh yeah,
and wear these like
so cool.
We thought he was like he had like the coolest t-shirts.
Yeah.
And he was like,
they were cool because we would never be allowed to wear them. That's why
exactly.
they were cool.
But he would come and play guitar. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's in the band Rough Start now.
Nice.
As a guitarist, they're good too.
Yeah, he's a guitar player.
Yeah. What kind of band is Cody's? Is it like screamo? I know it used to be. I don't know what it is now.
I can't speak to what genre of metal it is. Is it
screamo in it?
Yeah, because they have I can't think of his name, but they have a guy who does like kind of like the heavy vocals, and Cody does the clean vocals.
Oh, nice.
And
there you go.
Cody gets a lot of props in that world for like clean vocals being like really, really well done.
I really like. I do not like the screamo. I hope they are extremely successful. Not my cup of tea.
Oh, sure, it's just a taste thing. Yeah,
but screamo is just not for me. Same for Rough Start as well. Wish them the absolute best. I hope you guys become extremely successful. Not my taste in music. But yeah, man, you guys are both doing great.
Yeah.
Keep
local
at
bands.
It. Keep it. Yeah. Support local talent.
Yeah, and
Typical Monday podcast.
Hey,
we'll plug in there when I'm not gonna get one.
We're plugging you guys.
Plugging ourselves
for the nobody listening. So plug us. But yeah, and I think Cody and them, they work with another. Like maybe the biggest Ocala band is A Day to Remember.
Oh yeah.
They're like
that's right.
I think they're on their label or something like that.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
So it's like back in the day, I did listen to them, but not all their songs.
Yeah, same here.
Though.
Yeah.
So therefore, I can listen to some of their songs. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I'm not in love with like the heavy vocals, like the screaming stuff.
Yeah, like if that's your thing, do it. But
man.
In an album, I wouldn't do screaming on every song. Give it a chance for some people that aren't into it to kind of like
give a chance
you guys.
for us
you know what I mean?
Old-fashioned boys.
I think what we should do, totally unrelated to bands, is if back to the whole plug thing. So I think what we should implement is if you can share us to 5 of your friends and prove that you did so via screenshots or what have you. We will throw you a plug, mention your name, give you a shout out.
Media. Yeah,
exactly.
Totally, man.
Yep.
Well, by the way, we don't talk about this, but we have an Instagram that we need to. Hey, another goal for 2020. We need to get our Instagram game up and running.
Yeah, we do.
We have an Instagram. We just haven't been using it. Yep. That's another goal for 2020. I'm gonna slip that in there.
There you go. Let's do it. Boom. Instagram. Typical Monday Instagram.
And we are at. It's so easy, Lane. It's at Typical Mondays.
Perfect.
So easy.
Can't get any easier than that.
Yep.
Link in the description.
Sure. Yeah, we'll link it. Anyways, yeah. So a little bit of a rambly episode. I think that's okay. They don't all have to be super planned out and super.
It's the
super
new
thought
year.
out.
I'm sure you're tired of getting ads about getting back in the gym and discounted memberships and go on your diet, this and that. Sit back, relax.
Hey, you know what's one thing our listeners never have to worry about?
Good content.
Annoying,
It's great.
annoying
content.
ads.
Perfect. Yeah. Well,
You don't have to worry about any ads until we get listeners.
until you see them.
For the
Until
foreseeable
you see 'em.
future, you will not have to worry about ads.
Yeah, so we are going to try to not monopolize on this channel for as long as we can as long as we can. There is going to be a point where there will be ads, but we wanted to try to postpone that, prevent that for as long as we can
We don't want to make any money off
to
of
benefit
this.
you guys. Yeah, at the present moment.
We want to just lose money on this
Yeah,
thing.
that is the goal. 2020. Lose
Just
money.
sink money in the typical Monday hole.
Yeah, so at some point, maybe we'll start a Patreon. I hate when people bring up their Patreons, but it's like, I don't know. We're two pretty down-to-earth guys. If you want to support us, awesome. If not, that's cool too. You can listen to us for free. We
Yeah.
don't care. We like doing this. Hope it gives you good value. If you see an ad one day, don't get mad. It's only going to help us.
Yeah,
so
right.
The more it helps us, the more we grow.
I used to not like the Patreon thing, and I've kind of come around to it because there's I think I support two
get it,
creators.
you know? Yeah.
Two like the creators that I really like, and like I really look forward to their stuff. Like one is it's an Australian podcast. I really like their stuff, and so
Okay.
I think it's like $5 a month, and
Okay, I gotcha.
and like because I've listened to their stuff for so long, and I really love their content. And it's like, you know what, I believe in what they're doing, and like it's free. It's
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
free, right? It's not like you have to pay for like pay to listen to these
Watch the
podcasts.
stuff.
So
yeah.
and there's another podcast that I listen to that I Dungeons and Daddies. I think I've talked about it a few times.
Okay.
It's like a comedy Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
D&D type thing. I gotcha.
And I love their stuff, and it's
Yeah.
free otherwise. So hey, why not? And you get
Exactly.
benefits all the time.
Yeah,
You know?
and like I really hate the whole kind of like handout. Like give
I
me
don't
money
like
type
asking.
thing,
It's
but
I don't like asking.
it's
for,
like I'll just let you guys know it's there. It's actually not there. We haven't
Right.
implemented that, but like whenever it is there, it's there. You
When
don't,
we
you don't
get
have to do it.
listeners
No
and you-
obligation.
yeah.
You know,
When we actually get listeners, and you're listening back to this,
correct.
we will have a
Shout out to you,
yes, you.
the real MVP, coming back to see what we were originally like.
Yep, you're a real one.
Yep. Did we change? Comment below if you like us now or what we've become.
Ay.
Oh boy! Hopefully that laugh you just heard's gone. Hopefully I learned how to quit laughing after every statement. But yeah, man, 2019 is gone. 2020 is gonna be an exciting year. Also, I think it is going to be an exciting year for VR.
Oh yeah, we're talking about this.
Yeah, I mean it's like the Vive Index. I think the Vive. It's Steam's VR. I'm pretty sure it's the Vive Index or Valve Index. I forget. That sucker sold out. Well over $1,000 for that guy. The Oculus Quest, made by Oculus. I think they teamed up with Facebook. The Oculus
Really?
Quest, but those are sold out.
you can't
buy
find them
those.
anywhere.
So I mean, this is gonna be the year of VR. We're gonna get. I don't have a VR system.
Right.
I plan on
Yet.
it though.
We don't have one yet.
Correct. Yeah, we do not have one yet, but we definitely will at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe another goal for 2020. We'll see.
Start putting out
Well,
some.
like a 2021 goal, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a great year and we get 1,000 subscribers. Kickstarts us or gets our butt moving a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah. And I feel like VR, like, it's been like usable for a little bit, but I think we're really
not practical.
beginning a renaissance where it's like there's a bunch of really good options, like because in the past there's been some options you can get
Phone
into
VR, which is like okay if you're gonna watch like a movie or something.
and then it's
not
not really
VR,
worth
you know?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now we're really there's a lot of good options, and we were talking about the guys at Corridor, their stress level 0. What was it Bonebreakers?
Boneworks.
Boneworks. That's right.
Yeah.
Boneworks.
You can break bones in it.
Yeah. Super cool. Like graphics.
Awesome game.
Yeah.
Zach has it. I was playing. I'm like, this
he
is
does?
amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
So much fun. But I mean, VR's changing. If we get a whole bunch of people in 2020, which we are, all these headsets are sold out, and people are like beating down these like developers' digital doors, so to speak.
Right.
I mean, it's just going to be like a huge flux in players, which will be a huge flux in games and content. Should just kind of rise up from there. So maybe a virtual reality podcast is in the works.
That's an interesting idea, man. That's a very interesting idea.
If you guys would want to kind of feel like you're a part of the podcast, sit down in a virtual chair of your choice. And actually, it's not going to be of your choice. Sit down in a virtual chair and kind of feel like you're in the same room. Let us know if that would be something you would actually want to do.
That's very intriguing.
Yeah, it is.
Very, very interesting idea.
You can sit in the same room listening to us have a podcast.
You can be the third member of our podcast.
It'd be insane. Yeah,
weird. Sit
every
right
single
here.
Monday.
They can see the 3D printer off to the right, the mace hanging on the wall.
They sure can.
Or
this really cool tree and moon tapestry hanging on the wall too.
This sweet picture
all of it
Ron
and more.
Burgundy. This 3D printed dragon egg.
Star Wars Lego. What is that? An AT-T over there?
That is I believe it's AT-AT.
An
AT-AT, yeah.
AT-AT. All right, sure.
Wow,
I built it. I don't know what the crap it's called.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Took a long time. A bow, a
A
target.
bow and a
lot of crap in here.
set.
It'll be cleaned up before you guys see it.
No, it won't.
It hopefully is.
I think it's part of the charm. I think it's part of the typical Monday charm.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
The shredded foam lying up against the wall.
the shredded memory foam topper that we were using for studio foam because we were too cheap to go buy some. But guess what? We don't have video, so you wouldn't have known that.
You would never know
now
until
you
we
do.
just let you in on all of our secrets.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
It's empty.
Oh my gosh. Anything happened to you this past week out of this world?
Since Christmas?
Referencing episode 7?
Yeah.
6.
Man, I'm just kind of enjoying. Actually, well, I'll tell you, talking about like Christmas programs. I just finished a Christmas program today
Of your own.
and that I kind of been working on for
Nice.
a couple months, mainly with like children and teenagers and stuff like that. And so it went good. We had some really great kids, and some good instrumentalists. But I got to be honest, I'm glad that it's over in the best way possible.
Right, yeah.
but
It's not as much stress.
Yeah, it's kind of my last. I tell you what, kids are fine. It's
Oh, you're not going to tell me.
it's parents almost. that I'd
It's
rather-
always the parents.
yeah, and
I could go on a rant about that. You already know.
and but yeah, and
Discipline
so-
your kids, parents, please. For the love of God.
or yeah,
If they're major criers, don't bring them into a restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's like a one-time thing, they very rarely cry. I get that, but it's just like if you know, you know.
yeah.
Just don't do it. Another thing, I know our last podcast we were talking about, or maybe it might have been a couple podcasts previously where we didn't get to
all
go
a
to the
blur
gym. Yeah, it's
at
all
this
one giant
point.
blur. Where we didn't get to go to the gym for the whole week. This week I've been doing it a lot actually. This
Nice.
is my 4th day in the gym. And today, it's not, I don't want to call it a pet peeve. I hate that word, but something that kind of grinds my gears.
Oh,
is-
good old naked Jim.
Good old naked
Good old
Jim.
naked Jim.
Seeing elderly people, seeing elderly men in the locker room, just changing with everything hanging out. I'm not a fan. I gotta say,
they have
I'm just
no
not a
shame.
fan. Zero.
It must be
Zero.
like a 60. Once you hit like 60, 65.
You must just not care.
Yeah.
No craps given.
If you've never been in like the men's locker room at a gym, boy oh boy. I used to go.
Lord,
I used to
man.
go to this really nice gym in our town called the Ranch, and like
yeah.
super nice stuff. But
the
it's
steam room was awesome.
yes,
They're like,
and,
it was like essential oil infused
oh yeah,
steam.
you used to come.
Amazing.
That was kind of like that's something we did for a little bit. And
Get a
but the thing
steam
about
room
that
in
place,
my house. Oh my
nice.
God.
the thing about this one place is like it's pretty much like a retired community gym, and so it's only old dudes, exclusively old men.
Yeah, so I go to a T-Ralph in the Villages. If you
Again,
haven't heard of
Old
the
People
Villages?
Central.
It's like the old person hub
Yeah.
of Florida.
Of America.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, of the U.S. Dear Lord, it's My gosh. And they always want to start up a conversation. If you've talked to them previously throughout that gym
yep.
experience,
Yep.
hey, I'm naked. Let's talk. Let's talk politics. It's like, good Lord.
No boundaries.
Oh my gosh. It's just, it's not like an insecurity thing. It's like I'm very confident in myself. It's just like, just why? There's bathrooms right there.
Almost nobody wants to be naked with strangers.
I just don't get it, man. Think about the kids too. If you're bringing your son there, it's like, good Lord, he is scarred for life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just weird. I think it should be standard policy. If I ever start a gym, that will be standard policy. If you don't like it, go get a new gym. I guarantee you, I have a bunch of gym goers. Just no.
Yeah.
Not a fan at all.
Yeah.
But
I used to work in the Villages
really?
for a short time. Yeah.
What?
I used to work for a moving company in the Villages.
Oh yeah.
And
that's right.
transitional care. Oh God,
action.
not like that. But yeah, really great coworkers and good, but just good people. TCM and where old people always hide all of their. Okay, by the way, the Villages,
the keys,
all of their recreational drugs.
Where?
On top of the fridge.
Mattress? On top of the fridge?
If there are, because listen, the people in the Villages, there's a lot of extracurricular activity going on. And
there is a drunk driving / stoned out of their mind arrest involving a golf cart on a daily basis there. It's insane because they actually have roads for the golf carts to go everywhere.
And my goodness.
4 squares now.
Have you ever seen the souped up golf carts that look like a Rolls
more than
Royce?
my car currently. Yeah, I've sure seen them. It's insane.
Yeah, but they always hide any of their recreational,
what is it? Rolling
materials
with my 6'4". Jock in that movie. Neighborhood Watch.
Yeah. Wait, maybe not. Who's in that? Who's
Neighborhood Watch? I am wanting to say Vince Vaughn.
I don't know why I asked.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know why I asked.
I do not know, but I remember it being funny. But yeah, that was a funny movie. But I love the Villages. Do not get me wrong. Love the Villages. But if
even
you're in
their
the
Burger
gym,
King is really nice.
Oh, really?
Nice. That used to be my spot.
Because the old people are picky. Everything's got to be pristine. How many sesame seeds are on? Yeah, it's insane, man.
But
2020. That's what we are looking forward to. And again,
the
guys,
year of Mondays.
Comment or like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what your goals are for 2020. Seriously, we are asking you. What are your goals?
We would love to know.
Comment them down below.
Yep.
And I hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve party. Hope it's a blast. Stay safe with the fireworks.
Stay safe on the roads, and use your head. Think with your head.
Yep. Think with your head.
And anyways,
we will see you next week.
Have a great 2020. We will see you in the new year. Thanks for hanging around, all 26 subscribers. You are our favorite 26. Don't tell the rest. Don't tell the other 174.
Don't tell the others.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See ya.